It was a date that has truly lived in infamy. The bombing of Pearl Harbor, attacked here at home, a surprise one that killed so many Americans and then led us to war. Here we are in the anniversary of that grim day, and a day a few living here in Central Ohio have lived through. This morning, NBC4's Marcus Thorpe brings you the amazing story of a man, then just a teenager, who grew up so fast on December 7th.
Milton Mapo is now 94 years old, and he's lived quite a life. But at the age of just 18, he wore the Navy uniform for the very first time in his hometown of New York.
Well, I was always around water, and I liked to, going out in boats and everything. When I turned 18, I went down, took the test, and was accepted.
It was 1940. It was peacetime. And for the first time, he was on board massive ships.
It was something, I looked at that and I said, that's a cruise ship. It was so big.
He landed in Pearl Harbor, now on board the USS Detroit, a light cruiser. It was a new day, December 7th, 1941.
I was just getting ready to sit down to have my breakfast, and we heard this loud explosion. And I look up, and here comes a plane. I mean, that plane was so low that I could see the pilot's smiling face.
He describes the next few minutes as some of the scariest of his life, watching huge ships sinking before his eyes.
Chaos, everybody was just running back and forth, didn't know what to do, until finally some of the officers got everybody under control. All you could see up in the air was planes coming in from the battleship Row.
He survived that day, but knew by day's end so many of his mates did not. More than 2,400 dead on that day. A teenager thought to be serving during peacetime was now at war.
You grew up that day, and it's something you'll always remember, something I'll never forget.
He would leave Hawaii. He would continue to serve active in what the Navy wanted him to do.
I used to have nightmares after I got out of the service, the planes coming in.
Those nightmares have now gone. His love for the country never leaves.
This one here is the Purple Heart with a gold star. That means I have 2 Purple Hearts.
He's been written about in books. He shared his story, knowing it's not happening as much now.
Today, there's none of the old boys left to talk with on that.
Pearl Harbor, a day with so much meaning.
This is, remember Pearl Harbor, little Pearl.
Never too far from his heart, along with those who are serving now.
Thank all these servicemen today that go in to do something for their country. I'm proud of them.
Marcus Thorpe, NBC4.